boys and girls. I thought it might be fun for letter Y week to do some yoga together. And the kind of yoga that I wanted to do today is backyard yoga. Yard and yoga both start with Y. But I tried doing it outside today and it was a little too windy, so I think it was a little bit too hard for you to hear with my camera because the wind was just a little bit too much competition for me. So I decided next best thing, I would use my friend Diggy's yard, and we could still think of things that are out in our backyard. And I came down in my yellow room to do yoga with you. So let's see what kind of things might be outside in our yards. Now I know every day outside in my yard is my dog Mia. Mia's not down here with me right now because she's outside in my yard, but Diggy is here and he's coming out of his yard. And what kind of animal is Diggy? He's a dog. So the first yoga pose we're going to do is called downward dog. So I'm going to put Diggy right back here. He can watch all of our little dogs to see if you look like him when you're doing this yoga pose. What you have to do for downward dog is you have to get on all fours like a dog. So you're going to kneel down on your knees and on your hands. Put your hands flat on the ground because your hands are going to help hold you. Now, yoga is wonderful exercise. It helps you to relax if you're feeling stressed. It can help strengthen you. You're going to feel it in all your different muscles today, so it can make you stronger. And it can also help you learn to balance so that you don't fall over so easily if you're playing other sports. You need to balance in dance if you're a dancer. You need balance for basketball when you're going to make shots. You need balance for soccer when you're moving along so that you don't lose your balance and fall over. So you need to learn to keep good balance for doing all of your different sports. So downward dog, we're putting all of our fours on the ground. Then we're going to step up onto our feet and we're going to straighten our legs and push our bottoms up in the air like a dog stretching. And when we do it, we're also going to be breathing. Now our breathing is going to be inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouths. So let's come down slowly onto all fours again. Okay. Now let's go up into downward dog. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth as you push your bottom up in the air. Nice job, boys and girls. And come back down. Now another animal that I see walking through my neighborhood, sometimes coming into my yard, are our neighbors' kitty cats. So here is a kitty cat. Kitty cats do a pose too. They sometimes arch their backs up in the air, especially if they're scared. So let's do our kitty cat pose. So again, just like our downward dog, we're going to start on all fours because cats walk on all fours. Now for this one, our chin is going to come down and touch our chest like this. But I have to turn my head so I can talk to you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to breathe in through your nose. Your chin's going to come down to your chest, and then as you exhale out, your back is going to start arching up into the air. So your tummy muscles are pushing and pulling in and pushing your back up in the air to arch your back. See how it's rounded now? All right, so let's try it. Cat pose. Put your chin into your chest. Breathe in. Now breathe out and arch your back up in the air. Relax your back. Come flat back again. Now let's try it again. Bring your chin to your chest. Breathe in. Push your back up in the air. Breathe out as you arch your back like a cat. And back down. All right, that was a fun animal to do. Let's see what else we have in here. Ooh, this is something that flies in the air. I've seen a lot of these too. This is a robin. But we could be using any bird. I've seen cardinals in my yard and blue jays. Lots of birds are out right now because it is spring. So a bird is another animal we see in our yard. So to do a bird, we're not going to do anything with wings. We're going to do something with the bird's beak for this pose. So for this one, you need to just get up on your knees. We're not going to be on all fours anymore. Birds have two legs, so these are our two bird legs. And you can see how I'm keeping my back nice and straight, and my legs are nice and straight, the tops of my legs. My feet are out behind me, and I'm up off my bottom. I'm not down like this. I'm up straight. All right, so to do this bird beak, and we're going to tweet when we're doing our bird beak, you have to take one hand and put that hand on the opposite shoulder, the shoulder that's opposite this hand. So I'm going to reach across my body up to my shoulder. Then take your other hand and you're going to put it on its opposite shoulder. So I'm going to bring this hand up like this. Now, put your elbows up so they're out in front of you. Look, you can't even see me anymore. It's like peekaboo. That's going to be my beak. And I'll show you from the side. See? It's my beak. My elbows are up. All right, now let's open and close. One elbow's going to go up, one's going to go down. And we're going to go tweet, 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 tweet. Oh, you're such good birds. Very good. Shake out those beak arms. All right, our next animal is one of these. Have you seen a lot of these bunnies in your yard? I sure have. It is springtime for the bunnies. So the next one we're going to do is a bunny. For this one, we have to go on all fours again, but this time we're going to rest our bottoms down on our heels. And we're going to take our arms and we're going to put them down at our sides like this. Look at how my arms are going to lay right beside my feet and my legs. And I'm going to lay my head down. Oh, this one feels so wonderful. This is actually called child's pose. Now I'm facing the camera, but your heads can be with your forehead, this right here, down on the ground like this. And it's a very relaxing pose. This is child's pose. But we're going to turn into bunny rabbits. So what we have to do, starting in child's pose, is we have to take our hands and grab our heels. Not down here on our feet, not our toes, our heels. And grab onto them. Cup them with your hands. Then we have to take our forehead, which is on the mat, and we're going to bring our forehead and our noses into our knees like this. And we're going to go up on the tippy top of our heads. And then we're going to raise our bottom up in the air like this, our little bunny tails. Bunny pose. And come back down. Go back into child's pose. Hands at your sides. Now grab those heels again. Put your forehead right on the floor. Bring your forehead and your nose into your knees. Go up on the crown of your head, the tippy top. And bring your back end up again. Bring up that bunny tail. And come back down. Very good. Now our next one, we're going to do a few insects. Here's the first insect we're going to do. I haven't seen these yet because the weather's not quite warm enough. These butterflies might soon be laying their eggs as soon as the weather warms up a little bit. And then the butterflies will hatch out of their eggs, turn into caterpillars, then they'll go into a chrysalis, and when they come out of their chrysalis, they're going to be a beautiful butterfly. You're going to learn all about that in a couple weeks in preschool. So I'm going to put my butterfly right there. Now to make ourselves into a butterfly, we have to bring our legs in toward our body, in toward our bottoms like this, and one leg drops out to the one side, other leg drops out to the other side, and your feet are going to come together. So the balls of your feet are going to touch, and the heels of your feet are going to touch. And you can hold on to your toes, or if it's more comfortable, you can hold on to your ankles because you have to sit up straight and tall for this one. And we're still going to be breathing, so breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, like a butterfly just coming out of his chrysalis, you have to make your wings start to flutter to get the blood flowing through your wings so that you can fly away like a beautiful butterfly. You can go faster or you can go slow. You decide. Flutter those butterfly wings. And do you feel that good stretch in your legs? Oh, that feels wonderful. All right. Now, speaking of insects, there's another helpful insect that we're going to be learning about. Bzzz. It's a bee. Now, bees are something that are very, very important to growing flowers, too. And I have seen actually some bees coming out in our yard. They're starting to come out pretty early this year. So we're going to do something called a bee breath. We're going to breathe through our noses and out through our mouths. But when we breathe out through our mouths, we're going to make a humming sound, like a bunch of bees flying around making that humming sound. So for this one, let's just sit crisscross applesauce for this one. Now, let's practice our breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh, that feels so wonderful. That's why yoga is so relaxing. It's all about our breathing. Now, when we're doing our bee breath, we're going to make a sound. So we're going to breathe in through our nose, but when we breathe out through our mouth, we're going to say, and keep your mouth pinched together and Do I sound like a bee? I think I do. All right, so you're all going to be bees with me. So breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth and make your bee sound. Keep going till you're out of breath. Oh, that was fun. Now to really hear the bee buzzing sound, you have to gently put your fingers, just close off your ears a little bit. So we're going to breathe in through our nose. We're going to start making our bee sound, and then put your fingers, just close your little ear flaps, and you'll really hear the buzzing sound. It'll be louder. Ready? Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and buzz till you're all done breathing. Wow, that was a whole hive full of bees. All right, well, let's see what else is in our yard. We've had animals, we've had insects. Oh, the bees and the butterflies really like these. Flowers. Do you have flowers in your yard? We have flowers in our yard. Flowers are so beautiful. And this is even a yellow flower for letter Y. I'm going to put that right by the bee because he really likes flowers and he helps pollinate those flowers. So to do our flower pose, you have to get right back into butterfly pose again. Ooh, so wiggle those legs out. Bring your feet together. Knees drop out to the side. You can hold on to your feet. Let's flutter our legs to warm up our legs a little bit. All right, now to turn into a flower, you have to take your hands and you have to dive in between your legs. So it's behind where your feet are. It's in between your feet and your body. So go right down into your legs. Now scoop underneath your legs, your lower part of your legs, near your ankles, and you're going to grab a hold. So it's in, scoop around. All right, now for this one, you have to do some balancing. What you're going to do is you're going to slowly wriggle your feet back as you move backwards a little bit. Raise your feet up. Help your hands help lift them. And you are a beautiful flower. See my petals? They're beautiful. And then slowly lower them back down. Let me show you that from the side so you can see the balancing that it takes. I'm in butterfly pose right now. Grab my feet, make sure my feet are pushed together. I'm going to scoop inside my legs, in between my heels and my bottom. Scoop around the bottoms of my legs, and here I go. Walk my feet back and bring my feet up and balance. Wow, it was fun being a flower. Now we have one more thing where we're balancing. It's called the tree pose. Trees are the last thing that I'm going to talk about in my yard. Here's my tree. Has nice deep roots, nice straight trunk. All right, so plant your roots right in the ground. Now you're going to take your foot and you're going to take one heel and put it on the other foot. And then you're going to raise your branches slowly up, up, up toward the sun. Bring your branches down. We're going to get a little trickier. Let's try making our tree balance a little bit more. So I'm going to figure out which foot I want to balance on. I did it on this side. I think I'm going to balance on this foot this time. So I'm going to balance on this foot, and I'm going to bring this foot, my foot, bottom of my foot, all the way up to my thigh. Try to stay balanced. Use your arms to help you balance until you can keep it there. When you think you're balanced, take a deep breath in. Bring your arms up, branches up into the sky. Good. Bring them back down. Then try it on the other side. What you do on one side, you really should do on the other side. Bring your foot up to your thigh. That's the top part of your leg. Get your balance. When you have your balance, branches up. And shake it all out. Thank you so much, boys and girls, for doing yoga with me. It was a lot of fun. I hope you have a great day. Bye.